we're back here on TV 18, and Tim from the Grant County Historical Association has brought us a gun.
A gun, yes.
Tell me what's special about it.
It's a really cool gun. So it was donated to us about a month ago by the Heckmans.
Okay.
And Ann Heckman happened to have been my daughter Ashley's second grade teacher. So
well, that's nice.
Kind of connected with them too. Anyway, so this gun is an 1827 Springfield Armory musket.
Cool.
And it's a U.S. issue, U.S. Army issue.
Yep.
Originally, it was a flintlock.
Okay.
Which means it had a hammer that struck flint
and
sparked.
Okay.
And sometimes it wouldn't go off, so they call it flash in the pan. Everybody's heard the expression flash in the pan.
Yes.
Well, it comes from the old flintlocks. Well, to make it more reliable, when the Civil War got going, they converted this particular musket to a percussion cap.
Okay.
Yes, a little tongue-tied there. Percussion cap.
Percussion cap.
So, but you still had to muzzle load it.
Okay.
So you hold that down.
Yep.
You know, and a lot of people have seen reenactments of the Civil War.
Right.
They were using these guns.
Cool.
Yeah. So
is there a tie to the county, or it's just a neat historical piece just to have in general? And
guns are always good to have in general, and there's always a tie to the county with guns, right?
Yeah.
And I would say the tie is that people coming into this county when we were first being settled, a lot of them might have had muskets like this.
Okay.
And so that's the tie. Plus, a local family donated it.
Right, which is great.
Yeah.
Great. Do you do most of the things, I'm assuming, obviously come from local families, and they're just things that they've had and don't want anymore?
Yep. And as you can see, all these old local families held on to their possessions.
Some
and
odd
eventually,
things sometimes.
exactly. a roll
a
of
roll
nickels.
Of nickels. Do you get things that aren't of value?
Well, I mean, value is all in the eye of the beholder,
right?
So, I mean, what do we place value? I mean, is this realistically very valuable to many people?
Right.
It's hard to say, but, it's of a lot of
really
value to us. I mean, this definitely, I would say, has almost no value, but it has a lot of value to us.
Yeah.
Now, this has a lot of value.
Okay.
Guns
that does.
always do.
Yeah.
And tin types are always collectible.
Okay.
But you take
a little bit of each, and you find value in it.
This would be valuable to just about anybody in the nation because it's stagecoach history.
Right.
But something like this from the Middle Park Fair in 1914 really doesn't mean anything to anybody outside of Grand County.
Right.
So there you have it.
Tell me about what you have from the Middle Park Fair.
So this was a participation.
Okay.
And you would purchase these to be able to attend the fair.
Okay.
From 1914. That would be the third Middle Park Fair.
The third, wow.
You can see.
Fairs back in the day must have been so different.
Condition.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's amazing the condition it's in. And then kind of going along with that, here's this souvenir from when the train first arrived in Kremling in 1906. And they had a rodeo for that too. It was a big deal. It was called Kremling Rodeo Days. And that was the predecessor to today's Kremling Days. Kind of evolved out of it.
So from 1906, this event existed and still does.
Correct.
Wow.
So, and a souvenir like this actually could be worth something because there are all kinds of railroad nuts out there.
True.
So,
very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
And that event was part of our state's history and our nation's history.
Right.
So,
Very cool. Very cool. So museum, do you guys tell me about it? Is it the same stuff all the time, or is it?
No, I try and rotate things. We just took down our Hayden exhibits, which were all the I am so sorry.
That's okay. We like when phones ring. Do you need to answer it? Is it important?
No, definitely not. I don't think.
You're totally fine.
I usually put it on vibrate, and I totally spaced it out in my nice fancy fur coat.
I was going to say, your get up there.
Yes. So let's see, where were we?
Transitioning the museum.
Oh, yes. So now we're putting up an exhibit to celebrate the 100th Middle Park Fair. this year.
Cool.
And yeah, we've rotated all kinds of things. The Winter Carnival was a big one a few years ago. The prisoner of war camps in Grand County, both in Fraser and Kremlin. Right. So, and then that's at the Pioneer Village, and then at Cousins Ranch, we try and rotate as well. So
Got it.
I always want to keep it fresh. And also, what's the point in having all of this stuff if it's just in storage, if people can't actually see it?
Right.
We want to pull it out and let people enjoy it. And I make that one of my personal goals to be able to share all of this with people.
Yeah. And if you don't have a big enough facility to have it all out, which would take hours to go through. So very cool. Okay, so remind me again of the museums.
So Cousins Ranch here in Fraser, and then the Pioneer Village
in Hot Sulphur,
and Heritage Park
in
the
summertime.
In the summertime.
Okay, and information on the website?
That's grandcountyhistory.org.
Cool.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Well, this has been fun. Thanks for bringing this stuff. And
you're welcome.
I like learning about it, so I hope our viewers like learning about things as well.
So
too. And Tim, thanks for being
Thank
here.
you, Emily.
Again, check out everything at grandcountyhistorical.org.
Yes. Grand County History.
grandcountyhistory.org. It's up on the bottom of the site, most likely. So, thanks again for being here. And up next, Grand Mountain Bank's president is going to be here, Frank DeLay. So we're going to learn about some mortgages and some finance things and all that kind of stuff. So again, Grand Mountain Bank, your hometown bank, a good sponsor here on Channel 18 Morning Show. So thanks again. Grab another cup of coffee. Stick around. You don't want to miss what's coming up.
Coffee.
Yes.
Good Morning Grand County is brought to you by
Grand Mountain Bank, your hometown bank.